So for today's project, I'll be replacing the rear parking brake shoes, brake rotors, and brake pads on my 96 Jeep Grand Cherokee. I use a hammer to deal with any rusted on brake rotors, but other than that, they should just slide right off. I ended up accidentally removing the top spring. It's easy enough to do with the small pry bar. I also set all the parts on the ground in the same position I took them off as reference for reassembly. Brake spring pliers made short work of this bottom spring. Then there's two retaining pins, one on each side. You'll need to push the tab in while you hold the pin still from the back side, then pry the pin head towards the opening in the tab. I ordered these brake shoes from Rock Auto for $30 ship, and it came with the brake shoes, clip springs, adjusters, and rubber plugs. Before installation, check and make sure your parts are identical. The kit came with a new adjuster, so we're going to coat the threads with anti-seize before putting it all together. Installation is reversal removal, but I found it easier to connect the top spring before setting the shoes in position. Then put your hold down pins, then adjuster, and then your lower spring in place. I ordered these drilled and slotted rotors in a kit that came with the ceramic brake pads for the front and back of the vehicle for $200 shipped. The off-the-edge slot design allows debris, gases, and water to be pulled from the center of your braking system as you stop, and the chamfer drill holes prevent cracking and reduce temperature, which extends your brake life. These rotors are also zinc plated from the factory to inhibit any rust, so there's no grease to wipe off before installation, but I wipe them all off anyway. Now's a good time to check the condition of your slider pins. Mine's move in and out freely, but if yours don't, just push the pins out, clean them off, apply grease, and reinstall. Make sure the cap is off the master brake cylinder. And I always use an old brake pad and C-clamp to compress the caliper piston, then apply some grease to the back of the new pads before installation. Don't forget to put the cap back on your brake master cylinder and pump the brake pedal until firm. Aside from the gold coloring being purely aesthetic, these rotors are machined directionally and come with clear instructions for what rotor goes on what side. There's also an important braking procedure that I'll cover in the next video after I do the front rotors and pads. I'll leave that link to the video in the description below. After you have everything back together, you want to adjust your new parking brake. There's a rubber access plug on the backing plate. Now we have access to the start wheel on our adjuster. They make a special tool for this, but you can get away with using a screwdriver. To push the parking brake shoes against the inside of the rotor, turn the start wheel upwards, then pull the parking brake lever to check the resistance.